Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of Assassin's Creed 3, playing a game of Domination. Domination is one of the brand new game modes for Assassin's Creed 3. It is a team-based game, and basically the whole point of this mode is to capture and hold on to as many territories as you possibly can in order to win the game. Now, when you start the game, you're always going to spawn literally like right next to a territory. So, and the other team, same thing with them. They will spawn right next to a territory. So, both of you guys each get basically one free territory to start the match, and then the third territory is going to be roughly equal distance between the two teams. So, if you race over there right away at the start of the match, you can capture two out of three territories to start the match, which is awesome because that's basically how you win. In Domination, points literally do not matter. It does not matter how many points your team scores. All you need to do is capture and hold on to the different territories. Now, at the top of the screen, you'll notice there's a bar at the top of the screen. Well, hang on here. I'm getting my eyes poked out, my neck snapped. We'll wait till that bar comes back. Just a second here. Okay. Now, at the top of the screen, you see a bar. I don't know exactly what you call that bar. I call it the control bar. You can kind of see who's in control. You see the two different teams, what control points they control, and then how full the bar is for one team or the other. So right now my team controls two of the different territories. We control territories B and C. The other team controls territory A. And the other team, their bar is more full than our bar because they controlled two territories, for the first 2 minutes of the game. Now my team controls two territories, so our bar is going to fill up quicker than their bar will, and we'll kind of like push them back. There's a little, if you look at the bar real closer, there's a little like midway point in the middle of the bar, and basically the two ways you win at a game of Domination are: you either have more control of the bar, meaning that the bar is past the midway point. Your bar is bigger than the opposing team's bar, essentially. You either win by that, like have that when time runs out, or you completely fill up your team's bar before time runs out. So either when time runs out, you have more control of the bar than the other team, or you fill the bar completely before time runs out. Now, the only way I've seen the bar be completely filled before time runs out is if one team controls all three territories. They completely dominate the other team. I think it's literally called Domination. Like I think that's what you get. Like they'll say Domination or something. You'll start racking up a bunch of points, like 100. It's like 100 points. I don't know. It goes in increments of hundreds. I'm not sure about like every, second or whatever how many points you get, but it goes in increments of hundreds. You can rack up like maybe 1,500 points or something like that by controlling all three of these territories, and then that's how you. And your bar will fill rapidly if you control all three. Territories there. I mean, your bar fills ridiculously fast, and you win. I've seen matches end in as little as 5 minutes, and I've been on both ends of that. I've been on a team that got totally dominated. I was also on a team that completely dominated the other team. So yeah, that's how you win, basically. Or usually what happens is you have, more control of the bar than the other team does, or vice versa, and, you win or lose based on that. Now, I've mentioned that points do not matter. Like, they literally don't matter. And I don't know, I'm a little torn on that. I kind of wish points would matter, and I'm kind of glad they don't. I'm kind of glad they don't matter because this is really, literally a team-based game. I mean, this isn't like Manhunt or Chess Capture was back in ACR, where if your team sucks or a couple of your team members aren't as good as you or as good as you need them to be, you might be able to compensate for that and still score points and keep your team competitive, keep your team in the game, and maybe even get a win. I mean, this is not one of those game modes. You're not going to be able to be a one-man army. It's just not possible. You're not going to win. Being all by yourself, you're not going to win. So that's kind of why I wish points did count. And sometimes, depending on what team you're, sometimes you meet people who are just, they're great team players, and you get on a good team, and people know what they're doing and whatnot. Other times, you don't. You get on a team where there's two types of people. There's people that just charge all around the map. That's all they do is run around the map, and they capture point after point after point after point, or territory after territory after territory, and they don't defend any of them. So that doesn't really help your team because the other team just comes back and retakes them quite easily. Then there's other people who, no matter what the bar says at the top of the screen there, your team could be losing, you're getting your butt kicked, and all they'll do is they'll sit there at one territory and defend like the one territory that you have. There might be like 2 or 3 of them on a team. Like the whole team might just be sitting there, and you're left by yourself trying to capture a different territory. So that's kind of when I wish that points mattered, because then you can rack up a lot of points. I mean, usually people won't just sit there and do nothing. Even if they control 2 of the territories, someone on that team will always try and capture that 3rd territory. So, if you're sitting there and you're just defending one territory, you can rack up a lot of points, and your team can rack up a lot of points, and but the points don't matter. That's the big thing, is that points don't matter. Like right now, I'm gonna, I don't have a lot of points. I think at this point in the match, I didn't really have a lot of points. I'm gonna start killing people here, as you can see, just defending this one territory that we have, because we have 2 out of 3. So I'm like, hey, we have 2 out of 3. My team's all doing whatever. They're trying to capture the 3rd one. They're defending the other. Looks like they're all over there right now defending the other, or attempting, I should say, to defend the other territory. So they're defending that. Hey, I'll defend this. That's a valid strategy. As you can see, that bar at the top of the screen is now in our favor. We have more control of the territories than the other team does. We're winning the match. So hey, it all works. Now I can sit here and not try and capture territory and just camp out and rack up the points that don't really matter. As for strategy, the only really strategy I have is just capture and hold on to two different territories. I mean, that's it. Just capture and hold on to 2 different territories, and then defend those territories, and you'll win every time. If you're really ambitious, you really want to completely dominate the other team, go for all 3. If you go for all 3 and you manage to capture all 3 territories, you will quickly win. So you want to have a quick win, there you have it. I guess this game mode, though, because points don't really matter, and you can you can win some really low scoring games. I guess it's not that great of a game mode if you really want to try and level up your persona. I mean, I'm not level 50 yet, I'll tell you that. I mean, I wouldn't mind scoring 6, 7, 8,000 points in a match and trying to level up to level 50. So if that's something you want to do, you want to level up quickly, I certainly would not play this. I certainly would not play Domination, because you're not gonna. Well, you could. You could score a lot of points, but it's not really the main objective. So I guess I wouldn't. If you really want to level up quickly, I wouldn't pick this. Pick this game mode. One thing also, real quick, before this match ends here, you'll notice the opposing team just captured 1 of our territories. They now have 2 out of the 3. However, the bar is so full for our team that there's really no point. There's nothing they can do. There's no way right now they can win the match. They have to capture this last territory here in order to even have a shot at winning, because the bar is just too full. So I don't know if that's really a strategy, but I guess that could be a strategy, is just capture and hold on to the flag points, or the keep calling them flag points, but capture and hold on to the territories long enough. The bar is so full that for the last minute or two of the match, you can sit there as a group and basically just destroy your opponents as they try and capture your absolute last territory. So as you can see, I did pretty darn good, points wise, I guess, but again, that really all that doesn't really matter, for this game mode. So anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more, and as always, have yourselves a nice day.